Adventure Squadcast.
Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Welcome to the
Adventure
Squadcast.
Hey,
You know what it is.
That was better.
Boom. Episode 12.
Welcome back,
You heard
ladies
it
and
here.
gentlemen.
What's up? Here he is.
Welcome.
It's the Adventure
There we
Squadcast
go.
back at you.
Everybody was asking about the guy Jobs we've been talking about. So
Our group father. Here he
Oh,
is.
Paul.
Dad himself pulled
Excuse
up on
his
that.
outfit. He just got back from a big game hunt.
Yeah, and mowing.
No,
Big
he
game
actually looks
hunting,
sick as
mowing.
fuck. Y'all should have seen him riding off on our bike. They look badass.
You did like you were going on an expedition.
It looked like he was
with
about to
the hat.
go after a rhino. The last white
The
rhino.
last one. That's not funny, bro.
Yeah, it just
Save
fucked
the
up.
rhinos.
For real,
R.I.P.
though.
White Rhinos.
I thought about doing the unbutton for the whole podcast, but
Should have.
You should have. You definitely should have. You should.
Bust it
I'll
open.
commit.
Y'all get to see this
That was a
firsthand.
sick look.
I'll let the dad buy it.
Sheesh.
Happy Yobes.
We're out here sipping water. Job's got his usual gallon of Red Bull.
You see Debo?
One today.
Oh,
He
thanks
seen
for
the
the
shout
shout
out.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
cool. That was
My
cool.
boy Debo.
That's our boy. He's so fucking
Yeah.
cool, man.
I don't think I've ever met this man. Y'all talk
I've
about
never
him
met him in
almost every
person.
I've never
episode.
met him
I've never
either,
met him
but
in person. He just
That's just how cool he is.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We've met, but on another level.
Yeah, not on the physical. We met
We
spiritually.
met metaphysically.
So what y'all do this week?
Out here sipping.
Unpacked.
I was talking.
Hey.
Talking
I
to
was
the
talking to our
fans, bro.
viewers,
The fan
Joe.
base.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, really? Hell yeah, yeah. Oh, sick. Well, that's cool.
Hell
What
yeah.
about you, Jobs?
Oh, you know, I was
actually,
unpacking.
you might want to like aim it a little.
Like you're
Oh,
sucking.
yeah.
Like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's better.
yeah.
I can hear myself now.
Yeah.
Much better. Doesn't really pick up too well from the sides.
Ah, okay.
Shit.
So you did what this week? Just a lot of packing?
A lot of shit.
A lot.
You're
Yeah, so just
always
mostly
doing a
like
lot of shit.
unpacking, trying to get the pool going, and then giving up, and then trying to drain the pool. Turns out all that shit settled at the bottom, so I couldn't like continue using the pool pump to like pump the water out. So now I
Yeah.
got to go get a sump pump.
Get you a
Damn.
vacuum. That's basically
a
what
bucket.
what it
I
is.
mean, I got a shop vac.
Yeah,
but-
that is.
No, I mean
you
like a
could-
pole vacuum.
You could use.
Oh
a
no,
shop
I
vac.
tried that. Yeah.
Too much shit.
Yeah, too much shit. So
Damn.
I've got a pool vac that hooks up to the top skimmer, so I tried doing that, and it was going for a little bit like that, and then it just gunked up again, and I couldn't even get it going after that point. I was like, oh, fuck
Damn.
this. My stepdad's got a sump pump, so
Hell yeah.
I'll swing by there and get her done. I got to replace that whole pool liner, though. It's just fucked. I'm glad I drained it.
You gonna do that? Just go ahead and do that while it's drained.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got a home warranty, and Britt made sure to pay like extra for the coverage on the pool. So we're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
see if they'll it's like $100 deductible, I think, and I think they'll cover it.
My dad's always telling me to do that. He's like, just get it. Anything breaks, $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be
My
true.
homeowner's warranty.
Yeah, I don't have.
I do not have one.
Jobs, you'll have to be sure to send us a picture of your yard. We can toss up here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
True. They keep sending us shit in the mail. Apparently, our pipes are over 30 years old, so the city is like offering insurance. It's super cheap insurance on the pipes, and if anything happens,
That's
Damn, that's
crazy.
sick.
I've
very
never
cheap.
heard of that.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do it because Courtney be flushing them flushable wipes.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
4 or 5 at a time, and I'm like, you just wait. It's gonna cost us $4,000 or $5,000 to fix all this shit.
Not
You're-
4
you're
or
gonna
5.
end
I
up-
try to limit myself like 3 at the max. But most of the time, you never need
Yeah,
that many.
1 to 2.
Most of the time, you never need 3.
combine
Like
the dry.
3 is the peak that I'll go to, and then I'll have to like flush and continue.
Right.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, that's sounds reasonable.
That was one thing we had to fix on the house before we moved in, we had the sellers fixed it. Was the sewage piping going down? It was like all kind of like rusted out and fucked up.
yeah.
Showed up on the home inspection, and we were like,
Dang.
well, let's ask them. You know, the worst they can say is no. We're still gonna get the house. We'll just do it ourselves if they don't do it. And they were just like, yeah, we don't care. We'll make sure the house is good to go for you. And we're like, man, these people are really reasonable.
Yeah.
Well,
They had to
we
dig up
found
the
out.
yard?
Huh?
Did they dig up the yard or anything? Or did
Nah, they didn't do all the way to the street, just under the house. Well, we found out during closing, the attorney looked over at the seller, and he's this probably 80-year-old guy. He's real sweet. He's a cool guy. He's like, now, I want you to look at me and tell the truth. I could not find a mortgage anywhere for this house. Do you own a mortgage on this house? And he was like, no, sir. And he's like, okay, so they pocketed. This is why they're so reasonable.
Yeah.
They paid our closing. They paid all the closing costs. They paid out of pocket to fix everything under the house and shit. And we were like, man, these people are really reasonable.
Yeah.
They're pocketing $279,000.
Oh,
Damn, got that
damn.
motherfucker paid.
Oh, yeah,
They
they
would
loving
say
that.
do
either
it.
built that house or bought it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, telling how much they paid for
Damn.
it.
But
Hell yeah.
we also learned a lot of history on the house too, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
About the guy who built it and everything. They also left like all the blueprints, the hand-drawn blueprints and stuff, because the house was built like in the 60s. And the guy who built the house also built the entire subdivision behind it, and he lived out of that house as his main house, and then he went off to another house. And I guess there's a lot of rumors in Madisonville that the guy hung himself, because the guy killed himself eventually.
Oh, holy shit.
And there was
R.I.P.
rumors that it was in that house that we bought, and they were like, "Oh no, it's not in that house." They told us, "You're gonna hear about it, but it wasn't in that house. It was in another house back in that subdivision."
Yeah, they legally have to tell you before selling you the house anyways, like if someone's died on the property.
What
Yeah.
part of Madisonville is it?
So it's kind of like on the western outskirts of Madisonville.
Okay.
So it's
So
not
like
like
a business
outskirts, huh?
Nearby that stands out to you?
Walgreens.
Can't-
You know where Rural King is?
Nope.
Not in Madisonville.
I don't think I ever go through them going to the banks.
I think I know where the Walgreens is you're talking about, so.
Yeah,
There's only
It's
one in
Princeton
Madisonville,
Road. I mean, I live on Princeton Road.
Oh, okay.
That's an easy way to remember it. But
Got you. Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
if you're like,
Can't wait to see it.
I'm about 5 minutes away from downtown Madisonville, but I'm also like not near any of the bullshit.
You're in the perfect spot then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You should try, what's that place called? There's a little donut place right there in Madisonville if you're coming in. And
Called Madisonville Donuts.
is that, I think, it's like right as you get off the exit, you make that left like you're going towards downtown. You know what I'm saying? And you like, when you're coming into downtown.
Right before it splits, it's before the downtown. That's the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
It's like right by the gas station.
I think I know what you're
I
talking
think I have
about.
great sandwiches.
Wildfire
They have great deli
Pizzeria.
sandwiches.
I can't say enough about it. It's so good.
In Madisonville?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Like right across from the big bank.
we've lived there like a week, 2 weeks. We've eaten Fazoli's so many
Bro.
times.
Their shit is so hot. when
And
you
they
get
got
it.
it is
Fresh.
fucking hot. It'll
burning hot.
Burning hot, 100%.
But they also got Cheesecake Factory cheesecake there, so it's like the
love
best of like
cheesecake.
every world. You get super fast pasta,
Yeah. You just gotta wait
bomb
20
ass
minutes.
bread.
to
You don't
cool
gotta
down.
wait. No, every time we've went, it's been like we go
No,
order.
I'm talking about for it to cool down.
Oh, for it to cool down. Yeah.
I swear, I put a plastic fork that they give you into the chicken parmesan, and I pulled it out, and it was like I was like, what the hell?
That's what the big ass. That's why they give you like 20 breadsticks, so you can snack on something until your full
Like,
food
and them
cools off.
breadsticks.
True. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
some trash pizza, though.
I
The pizza
like
I had
sweet.
from Fazoli's in Clarksville was
Yeah.
disgusting.
I don't
They
go to, you
actually
don't go to
ultra
Fazoli's
sweet.
for pizza.
It
though.
definitely
I,
would
That's
I'll
very
eat
true.
a slice. I'm not getting a whole pizza
Yeah.
from them, though. But it's
Something
like a
about the
side
sweet sauce
slice.
don't sit right with me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
prefer the breadsticks.
I
Fazoli's is so good. I don't know
Really,
why
I've
we
only
dropped
had
the
it
ball
one
on
time
them.
with you.
Oh yeah.
That was the only time.
That's where I'm gonna take Courtney
It was good,
tonight.
though.
She's expecting something fancy. We're going to Fazoli's, bitch.
Hey,
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 that,
you trying to get some? You gonna propose?
Just
You gonna
kidding.
pop the question?
Just kidding, man. We're going somewhere nice. We might go to Yellowtail. I haven't decided yet. I'm
Go to
supposed to
Olive
pick
Garden,
the
dog.
place. We go to Olive Garden from time to time. We want something completely
Oh,
new to
new.
Go,
us.
all right, Mongolian Grill in Clarksville. It's,
Okay.
it's so
Tell me
good.
about it.
Oh, fuck, I can't think of the. It's the Mongolian Grill's in the name, but it's all right. So you go there, you sit down,
Make your own like food.
Yeah,
and shit?
yeah, but they'll come, they'll bring you the menu, and you tell them what bowl size you want. Medium typically for me is good enough, and I'll have some left for later. But last time I went large, more than enough. But basically, you get your bowl size, then they'll bring you your bowl. Then you go over to the line, and they got it set up meat, vegetables, like it's all kinds of meats and then vegetables. If you go vegetables first, you can stack that meat a lot better because it's all raw, so it's like sticky, so you can get like way more shit. That's like a little hack for that.
Okay, that's
But
heard it here.
bonfire Mongolian Grill.
Okay.
But and then after that, you go down and you like there's all kinds of seasonings, all kinds of sauces. You like fill up this cup with whatever sauce you want. You sprinkle your seasonings over it and shit. And then you got this little ticket, and you go set your shit, and then he'll box you that shit up, and they'll bring it back to you, and it's so fucking good. Everything
Damn,
they got
that's sick.
they got extravagant like sauces that you don't see everywhere, like garlic sriracha type shit, and they're like it's super good. I definitely recommend it. That's
What
where
is
you
it
guys
called?
should go.
Mongolian barbecue.
Bonfire Mongolian.
It sounds
Bonfire
pretty
Mongolian.
cool.
I
It's so
remember
sick.
that.
I think you'll both really like it. That's the spot you should go. And it's
Okay.
like if you go straight down, like
Do they have alcohol? She wants a drink. She said.
there is a bar. Yeah, there's a bar.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I didn't know you can DoorDash Davo's right up the road, right? And they'll bring you like 3 bottles of beer, a little bottle of wine,
Cheers.
chicken pizza in a
Yeah,
can.
it's pretty
They
sick.
got crazy shit.
Me and
Yeah.
Shannon got
Post-COVID era,
some,
man.
the margaritas, and there was another one that I tried. But like we ordered it thinking they were gonna, mix up the drink, put it in like a styrofoam cup or something. No, it's fucking cans.
Yeah, it said it was in a can. It was like some crazy description.
It was
I
a
like,
gin and tonic. I got
and then it said can at the end.
Yeah.
I was like,
Got you.
oh, y'all just
That's how
about
they
to charge
get
me
you.
$8 for this one can.
Yeah.
And that restaurant they're talking about, it's like kind of sounds reminiscent of this place that Leah took me when we were in Korea, and it's like it's like you see them a lot, but you go in and you can like what we did. We got unlimited meat or something. It was like pork or beef or something.
Yeah.
But they just bring you the plate of meat, and you like sit down at your table, and your table's got like a grill in the center of it.
Bro, I've
And you
seen that
just
in like
cook your
Naruto and
by
shit, and
yourself.
like in different
Yeah,
animes.
exactly
It's so
like that.
fucking sick.
It's really cool.
I've always wanted to go into one where you sit on the floor and everything's like real low, like a little
yeah.
minimalist like restaurant or some shit, and like do some shit like that. That would
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I think the vibes would be so sick. I've been
feel-
thinking about how sick kimonos are. I
You
feel
gonna
like
get you one, dog?
they need to be normalized. How sick would it be if we was all walking around in fucking kimonos?
It would be
right
cool.
now? We'd
Especially
look
if it was
so
like a
much
slight breeze
sicker.
outside.
Yeah.
It's just-
And I got my hair in a ponytail and shit. I'm wearing a kimono. It's a breeze. It's blowing.
There used to be somebody that walked around town in like a kimono, and they would carry like a samurai sword with them.
I'm trying
I
to
used
be
to see
that-
him
I'm trying
walk
to
like
be
up
that
and
guy.
down.
You don't
want
want to be that guy, bro.
I feel like I've seen a guy wearing like an all black trench coat with something like that.
Yeah.
And he was yelling at nobody.
Sounds about right.
out.
That's gonna be Dustin.
Oh,
Took
God.
off walking.
Letting them know.
Might not have been the same guy.
You can find that same guy in every corner in California.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, what's it like the move from Cali to here versus the move from here to Madisonville?
Move from Cali to here was a billion times easier.
For real?
Because
Yeah.
the military did it all
Yep.
for you.
Military paid $10,000 to move all my shit from California.
Holy shit.
And I didn't touch a single thing. They come in
Man.
your house, they pack all your stuff for you, they mark the boxes, they take apart all your furniture, they load everything.
fucking
They
way.
bring it to the new house, they unload it, put all your furniture back together.
That's an
fucking
idea
put
for
all your
business shit.
Like away,
That's
they'll ask
so
you like
tight.
where do you want this and where do you want that?
Yeah.
Like it was the easiest move I've ever done in my entire life. This move to Madisonville is
The hardest.
yeah. But we've accumulated so much shit
Yeah,
over the
I
years.
could imagine. I can, like, I haven't
Can't be
moved
too mad.
like as an adult like I am now. I've moved younger, but I didn't have much. I don't think.
Yeah.
I didn't have to bring anything.
Be like from
crazy.
the apartment to the
Yeah,
house.
I had-
That wasn't
the biggest thing I had was a TV. Now I got couches and all kind of like real shit I would take somewhere. That's what I was just
Yeah,
wondering.
shit
Yeah.
you can't just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came with an apartment and you filled a house. And
Yeah.
Now when you move again, you got to be like, because I was like, fuck a U-Haul. I'm just gonna truck the trailer, fucking van. We can make it
Yeah.
in like 4 or 5 trips. No,
Can't do that anymore.
I convinced myself, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get the biggest U-Haul. Let's try to make this easy. Filled that bitch to the fucking rim. Got it there, dropped it off and everything. Still, I've made probably 12 trips back and
Yeah.
forth from fucking Pembroke to Madisonville.
I rented the smallest U-Haul, and I got my shit moved in one day into this house. I feel like it would take me days to move out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then unpacking's just a whole nother fucking
That was
beast.
back
I
when we
hate
were
moving
all
so
free
much.
all the time.
You know who helped me move in one day? I was moving it all in myself, actually, and then my boy Alex showed up over here out of nowhere and helped
Hell
me
yeah.
move some shit. Then he ended up riding with me to Paducah. My dad bought me a washer and dryer out of nowhere.
Hell
And
yeah.
here we are flying to Paducah to go get it in this truck with no AC. It's hot as hell. So every time we got to talk, we got to roll the windows up, chat for a couple minutes, then start sweating, then we roll the windows up, ride in silence.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that takes me back.
That sounds like a dream. Something else I've been thinking of. I want to buy a speaker for that bitch. Them handlebar speakers, I've been trying to look at them.
I just can't imagine that it's going to be loud enough because, I mean, shit.
As long as it's loud enough for me to just be vibing, I just keep picturing myself driving like out in the cut, like listening to like Modest Mouse or something like Drama Bean.
Hell
and
yeah.
just, man, it's gonna be so.
You
good.
should have.
You get the helmets as well. If you didn't want to do speakers,
They're like $300.
There's
I've
so
been looking at
much.
it. It's so fucking insane.
a lot of the helmets that you're gonna want to buy are going to be 300 plus.
Yeah,
I told
best
him
ones,
mine
like
was
my-
100.
I know.
so.
I've been noticing that.
My
thing.
Arai
do it,
helmet
dog.
was, I think, a $600 helmet.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
lot
have
of money
AC?
on a helmet.
Which,
yeah,
like,
No, it didn't have anything fancy. It was like, so they have several different, I was telling Dustin this earlier, they have several different shapes inside for the head. It's one of the most, like one of the safest helmets, basically. And so, like, it's more comfortable just to begin with because, you know, it matches the shape of your head better than, you know, everybody else who just kind of goes with one shape and you make it work.
Yeah.
But it's also safer because it conforms to your head better, and it's also, you know, just got high safety ratings and stuff. It's also Snell certified. That was another thing I was telling Dustin. If you're buying a helmet, don't just look for DOT certified. Like, you go to Walmart and their helmets are DOT certified. Like, you don't want to put that stuff on your head. You want to look for the Snell rating because they got a more stringent process for verifying.
Yeah,
the
Walmart
safety
probably
of
paid
helmets.
for that shit.
Yeah, I don't plan to go cheap with anything that's gonna protect my head in a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But I also
Can't drop
My
it.
thing is
Yeah.
$300
Yeah.
or more for something that if I wreck once, I'm going to have to get a new one.
I can't bet the house on it.
Just
You
get
know
like a
what I'm saying?
$150 helmet like that.
Shit, you go no.
I've
no helmet. You ain't gotta
that's
worry about
already
it.
scratched up from where I wrecked my shit. I would have been upset if I bought like a $300-$400 helmet and the first day I just went out there and scratched it all up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll
Like,
paint the bitch though. There ain't nothing to me
Well,
to
that's
sand that
true.
motherfucker down and go flat black.
Or slap a sticker on that.
I know
Yeah,
you're-
that is true.
I know you're supposed to replace helmets, like if you get in a wreck with them, but my first wreck was at like 55 miles an hour, and I continued wearing it after that. And then my
Hell
second
yeah.
wreck was, like 25, 30 miles an hour. But I'll say my head was perfectly fine the entire
Hell yeah.
time. The only time I ever got hurt was on the first wreck, and it's because I wasn't wearing like a leather jacket. It was like this military jacket. It was like an all-weather jacket, and it was made of this real thick material. So it did the job pretty good, but this kind of whenever I rolled and slid, it got an opening in the elbow, and I scuffed my elbow up a little bit. But both wrecks, that's the worst that I've ever had, was
That's
just a
not
little
bad.
scuff on the elbow.
I keep picturing
got
a wreck
this.
scenario on the bike, and I think
See that right here?
Yeah.
I know y'all can see it. That's yeah, I laid it over on the side of the road, like going into the grass, and I got that, and the bike landed on my ankle, but
Yeah.
it was my ankle that has screws left in it, so it's like reinforced a little bit. all I really had was the that,
hell yeah.
and something else fucked up. My rib was hurt or something like that. for a
Did
little
you?
bit.
Were you wearing like leather or anything, or any? Or
Bro,
just
I was in a
t-shirt?
t-shirt and some shorts. The first day I got it, and I was riding. I wasn't even going fast, but it was on a road that I'd never been on before,
yeah.
with a fat fucking pothole right in the center of it. So
That'll do it.
I learned my lesson that day.
I plan on
respect the
jumping
body.
if I'm ever
Gotta
about to be
respect
in
the
a
machine.
collision. I plan on like jumping off. You know, like
Being in
fuck
the
it, they
air.
can hit that fucking bike. Dog. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
they're about to run the fuck into me.
So my first wreck, I'll tell you the story about that. I'd had the bike for maybe about a month. I was still getting used to it because I hadn't been able to take it out too much. Audrey Ann was just born, so she was like a newborn baby. We were doing mostly that. And I'm like, I'm sticking to back roads mostly. And I'm like, hey, babe, I'm going to take a cruise. It's a nice day out. It's California. It never fucking rains, like ever.
Must be nice, bro.
It's terrible.
I hate the rain.
So I go down this back road, and it's a 55-mile-an-hour road, and that's what I'm doing, about 55, just trying to stay safe and everything, and it starts raining, and I'm like, oh, fuck, why the fuck is it raining? So I turn around, I'm like, I'm going to go home. I turn around and start going home, and I go around this curve at about 55 miles an hour, take it a little too wide, and I'm like, okay, well, here's my options here. I can try to save this, fucking either miraculously make it or go head first into a semi coming the opposite way. Or I could just accept my fate and eat shit into the gravel. So I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah.
I went into the gravel, hit the ground. I rolled probably like 100 times easily. I was just rolling, and then I kind of like ended at a slide, and the bike was moving a little bit slower than me. And as I was in that slide, I look over and I see the bike just wheel over wheel coming towards me, and then it hits a pothole and pops up probably like 5-10 feet in the air, and then just fucking lands on me. And I thought, I'm fucked. Like, that was my going through my mind. And
Why didn't you catch it?
I mean, I kind of did. It landed on me. That
Just grab the exhaust pipe. Fuck it.
I had that adrenaline strength going though, and I was just like, I gotta figure out what's wrong with me, and just threw it off me. And I'm just like checking myself. I'm like, oh fuck, oh man, I probably shattered so many bones. Oh, I'm fucking done for. And then I finally realized it was just that stuff on the elbow.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Walked away.
So that's why you always wear.
Picked the bike up, drove it
Gotta
home.
wear your shit. I'll go without a jacket sometimes, but I won't ride without jeans and a helmet. For
Yeah,
sure.
I've been like,
Yeah.
I will ride without a jacket, but I've been wearing the jacket like pretty much every time I ride it. But like if I'm just coming like up the road, like fucking, just fucking around.
Yeah, today was just too hot for me. I wore it. We went to Walmart this morning. I rode my bike to Walmart. As soon as I got there, I took it off, threw it in the car. I was like, fuck this thing, man.
I don't really, so far it hasn't been a problem with me being hot while riding, but I also haven't wore a helmet yet.
Yeah,
You're gonna get hot with the helmet.
Get one that's better ventilated than mine.
I
Is even,
put,
'cause
like-
mine only has a few vents and like it works, but not great. You
Yeah.
know?
That's what I loved about my Arise. I had 2 vents up here, 2 vents in the back, vents in the windshield. So I just pop all those fuckers open on a hot summer day and just be like,
There you go. That's the way
or
to do
just
it.
pop the visor. That's
Yeah,
another good way to cool off.
I've been wondering if you get, you've seen those portable, like personal AC conditioners that go around your neck and they just get a little cold. I want to get one and try it on the
haven't
bike.
seen
That's what
that.
I was gonna.
Really?
I was gonna bring up. You can get Gucci gear, Gucci riding gear. They don't just sell like heated gloves and jackets and stuff. You can get the fucking AC cooled leather jackets and pants and fucking like you can. There's all types of Gucci riding
That
gear. out
motherfucker
there.
probably costs $1,000.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
So
not gonna be-
sick, though.
But damn,
It's
that
probably
is-
gonna be
Yeah,
more
no.
than your bike, but you're
look
gonna
like
be
a suit.
comfortable.
I'll be
Gonna
wearing
look
that
good,
bitch.
too.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing that bitch just normal.
Oh,
just
whenever
not
it's
riding.
to work, right.
Yeah. Summer would be my new favorite fucking season.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I need to give me a bike, y'all.
Let me hit
Get
him,
you one.
Jones.
You gotta get something small though. You got like I said, without the clutch and shit on the electric bike, I really don't think
that's
it'll be hard
the only
to keep
thing that
pace.
sounds cool to me is like the torque thing, like the instant torque and shit. That does sound
just-
badass.
You can adjust
Turn
it
it
on your
down.
phone
Sketchy.
too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like if you
Oh, you can
think it's
throttle
too
it?
much,
Picture,
yeah,
like,
you can
is it
turn
like-
it down.
So like, you control your full speed variation with
Yeah.
the like
Yeah.
with the that's so
That's how
sick to me.
Teslas are.
Like
That's
if you
how
just
electric
like
cars are.
10, 20, 30 for
Yeah.
basic, that's pretty fucking nuts.
Take the
honestly.
fuck off, and you can set the speed, the torque, all this shit on your phone, and
How much does that bike cost again? It's like
16.
$10,000.
brand new.
16?
Yeah, it was like 16,000.
Yeah,
But
you want to
you
get
get-
you a starter bike.
I want to find a used
$16,000.
one. I want to find a used one of those.
But I
And
feel
they
like
got 'em,
I
dude.
feel like if you get a used one though, you could potentially get it and then have to replace that battery like soon.
I'm not gonna get a one that would be in that case. I'm gonna check it out first. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Smart.
I just in my mind, if someone's selling something that's like relatively new or something, there's something wrong with it.
Well, it's an electric bike, so you might have to, they might just didn't like the bike.
Yeah, maybe
They just don't
wanted
want it.
some
no
more
I don't
more.
know.
games
From
or
the
something.
description of it, I
Or
can't
they
see
could
how
be
that's
co-
possible.
Yeah,
It
every
could be
video
short
I've
on
seen,
cash.
everybody
Yeah,
loves it.
it looks fucking insane for real.
It does look very sick.
I would angrily watch it. I was like, I'll look at this fucking clip.
But you did bring up,
Yeah, I
better
was like,
not
damn,
get
this
this.
shit does seem
The
sick.
sound thing.
yeah, you did bring up a good point in the
Yeah,
group
like-
chat, the lack of sound.
A lot of
because that's-
people like make their shit louder on purpose
Yeah.
just so they can be
They-
like people are more aware of them.
they teach you that in like motorcycle safety school. If you like you see somebody like trying to pull out in front of you, the horn's
Rev it up.
fucking useless.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna hear that shit. You
Someone
just
almost
fucking-
tried it yesterday with me. They like went to pull out and then slammed on their brakes. Like,
They did that
tried
shit
pull
to
out
me
in front of me. And then some
Today.
fucking kid near
Today.
the yard where the dog circles as it runs as you drive by. Some fucking kid's playing basketball in the front yard, and like I'm driving by, and he turns and notices me, and his first instinct was to fake throw the ball. And I could I was thinking about it for minutes after, like 10 minutes. That motherfucker would have threw that ball. I would have had to go beat the shit out of him just
If he
because
threw
of
the ball
that.
at
I don't
you?
care if I don't care if he was fucking 13, 14. I'm gonna go crack the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
He could have killed me.
These kids on my street do that shit. If you drive down the road while they're playing ball, they'll like shoot the ball over the car and shit. And I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you hit my car, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Let 'em
I
have
promise
I
fun.
wouldn't care about in the car like that.
No,
but it's
fuck
more
that.
the motorcycle.
It's
That
just
could legit
disrespectful.
make
Don't
me
do
wreck
it.
and get fucked up.
They
Like,
ain't thinking they're gonna mess up your car.
yeah,
though.
that's
They're
not.
thinking-
They're
Well, they
thinking
need to
maybe-
think a little
They're
bit
thinking
harder.
like, damn,
Cool
this
as
is about to
hell.
be so
Yeah.
sick.
They
And
need to
like,
think before they act.
you
God
got-
damn it.
Man.
think
What's
about
wrong with people
think
I used
about
to do
when
a
we
lot
were
of
kids,
dumb shit.
dog.
Yeah.
I used to play
I would
this
have never
game.
done that shit.
I used to
would've
just run straight
absolutely
across
done
the
that.
street at night. a car would be coming, we waited as close as it could, and just dart across the
Yeah.
street. Dumb shit
I'd be
like
whooping
that.
your ass,
Some
bro.
lady pulled over and she's like, "Y'all really don't need to be doing that. You're gonna get hit." And we, all right, whatever. And we went home.
Right, asshole shit.
Mad because she told us to quit running across the street in the middle of the night.
No, I had a. Go ahead.
Okay. When I was like 8, my neighbor was like 16, and I used to sell him beer.
Hey, hey.
I would give him like one beer, and he would give me like $20, and then I'd tell my parents, "Oh, I found $20 in the yard."
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm surprised they never got suspicious that I continued finding $20 in the yard. But what I was saying was, he was like practice driving because he was 16 and he had his permit, so he was like backing up in his driveway and stuff. And I was just taking like these big ass fucking like those green walnuts and just fucking chucking them over at the fence at the car.
Damn, bro.
And then, my parents ended up having to fucking pay to repair the car. But,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause when you're a kid, you're
Wow.
not thinking about shit like
No,
that. You're
hell
just
no.
you're just living your best
Yeah.
life.
I don't know. I was a real timid, like, good little kid. I'd never, like, I think we and Kevin got in trouble one time because we were throwing rocks over a road. Not like we were in West Virginia and then the road we were on is like a big cliff, like right
Yeah.
beside it. So we were just like seeing if we could throw them across the road. And some woman thought we were throwing rocks at her car, so she stopped. But we were like not trying to hit the car whatsoever.
We used to live out Dawson Springs Road, and me, Larry, and Chris, a few times, but one time specifically, I remember we was throwing rocks at cars that drove by, and they're like going by like 60, and we're throwing rocks at these motherfuckers. And like, you'd be surprised how often they just don't turn around. But one
Shit.
person did. It was a whole awkward thing and shit. They came back and shit, but
I'm
like,
like, you fucking throw a rock at my car, you little piece of shit.
yeah. But we used to wild out. We definitely used to do that shit all the time.
Definitely used to do that.
I was in middle school and I went to stay the night at a buddy's house, and he lived like in the fucking like in a different county, and like they were like building this house and they were living out of a camper, and we were just that night hanging out there. They had like 100 acres or whatever. Well, there's this bridge over a fucking highway, and it was like right by their house. So like after like the sun went down and everything, we were like camping and shit. We went out to the bridge and we were like pissing off the side of the bridge onto other cars and stuff, and I had to take a shit, so I took a shit, and then somebody picked it up with leaves and threw it over onto like a fucking big Riggs windshield going down the highway.
Damn, dog.
That's
That's
badass.
shitty right
Yeah.
there.
Still, right now, I might, if
I
I'm
would
driving
contemplate-
over a bridge, I'll throw out like a cup out the window. They're like, fuck it, man. Let's see what happens.
Man,
It's in
if we was
contents
camping,
now.
if we was camping on a bridge and someone took a shit, I might, I might do a little bit.
I might find a couple leaves.
Imagine you're driving and then just a shit on your windshield.
Damn,
I'm gonna
that's a
laugh
big ass
about it,
bird.
especially if it's obviously like you. I'm gonna laugh.
Hearing the
you
sound
gotta
of it
wash
hit
that
the
shit off,
windshield,
bro.
though, the funk as it's going down the highway. It was
There's
just
like
the
corn and
funniest
shit
shit
into
ever.
it, undigested. and-
What? What the fuck is going on right now? You turn the wipers on.
I gotta go. Y'all, it's all on a different level.
Yeah, this is getting too wild.
Yeah.
Man,
Richard.
that would be so cloud.
If you say so. I got there's a road that, two roads actually on my bike route that I take by my house that go over the freeway. I can't say I ever thought to throw anything off of them.
Y'all might have
But
noticed.
now I might.
Y'all might have noticed we're missing a recurring character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
I
had to
forgot,
mow
honestly.
today.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
yeah. We should have noticed whenever we didn't hear a joke from last podcast.
What would you What would you?
Yeah.
That's my Sean impression.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, he had something wrong with him. I don't know what it was, but
Yes,
he was acting real fucking weird, real like
that time of the month, I
feminine.
guess.
Oh, gotta be.
He's like, no, I gotta mow my yard.
No, I can't come
I can't come today. My yard.
Oh
my
pussy's so sore.
I offered.
Hell, I would have mowed. I mean,
I offered to mow it.
I would
I
have took that
said-
off. I would
I
have took
said,
that.
Britt's gone for the week. Like, I don't
My
got to
man
worry
said,
about it.
I
will
might be able
come
to squeeze
Monday.
in mowing your yard without making the wife angry. He's the most dad person in the world. So whenever I see that, I was like, my man's sneaking off to mow his boy's yard.
Hope she don't find out.
That's what I do when she's out of town. I sneak over to the other boys' yards and I stripe them up for them real good.
So fucking clown to me. Dude.
How did
It's
you
so
do those
awesome.
stripes? It's just a big roller?
Yeah,
Did you just
so,
roll it flat or what?
Yeah, so
You lay the
they
grass.
sell
Patented,
like.
of course. Patented.
Oh yeah,
Job's rendition.
Job's patented. So they sell these kits for like $200-$300, and it's these like they're these like wheel roller things that are weighted and shit, and you basically just fucking bolt it to the side of each side of your mower, and it rolls, and it lays the grass down in one direction, then you drive back laying it down the other, and that's what creates the stripe effect when the sunlight hits it.
Okay.
And I watched a bunch of YouTube videos of people making homemade ones, and, you know, I was like, I'm going to dabble in this with myself. So I started with the Mark 1, and, you know, it eventually evolved into the Mark 2. It was just a drag behind thing, and it had a bunch of flaws that became evident whenever it fell off.
Hell yeah.
But now
Makes sense.
I'm at the Mark 3, and it's basically for, you know, $50 instead of like 300. It's exactly what they sell you for $300. It's just, except it's a PVC pipe, and just two fucking L brackets on the PVC pipe, and then two more L brackets to screw into the side of the mower. It's got you know, it rolls, it's weighted, it lays the grass down, does exactly what you would pay $300 for. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here
Some
first.
ingenuity right there. I like it.
Think about it. Maybe he'll
We'll
release
pop a
the
pickup of
blueprints
it.
if we get enough likes and comments down below.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
He'll come
subscribed
stripe your
with
yard.
all of my YouTubes. You might have noticed
Oh.
the influx recently.
That's a good
There's
idea.
like 4 extra subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
the kids' YouTubes.
Yeah. See, I had Pierce's, and then I had mine, and then I had Saxu Type Gaming, and then I had the him Saucy one, and then I had the other one's the Adventure Squadcast. That's why it's like 5 total. But
We haven't. I hadn't liked a single video until we did like episode 9. And I was like, oh fuck! I haven't watched all these. I ain't like them.
yeah,
I think I missed 2 episodes, and it was like during the height of the move. I still got to go back and watch them.
I
I've been
haven't seen
watching
this latest
everyone and
episode
hitting
yet.
the old
We
like
getting
button.
good, dog.
Yeah,
we tuning into something.
something
Tuning
tells
into
me
Tokyo.
the end of the last one will make you laugh.
In my defense, my truck broke.
He's here now. Yeah, let's get down
He did
to
break
it.
his truck because
get
he
down
did
to
have
the
to pull
nitty-gritty.
over for one of the.
I
mini
knew
business.
it didn't feel right. I know my truck, and I was like, "Something ain't right
he
here."
was saying
I
that.
feel it, but I mean, if I would have felt like something was up too, I
I
mean,
just-
well, you couldn't have just guessed that your brakes were fucking like
Oh
that.
yeah,
You know,
no,
like,
no.
Yeah, it wasn't the brakes locked up. It was like a bracket behind my rotors that were just completely snapped.
oh, okay.
And
He had the e-brake on and yammed the gas.
Yeah, like he
know
had the e-brake on, went to pull off, it didn't work. He's like, "Oh, I'll just
put it in 4
I'll
low.
just
Power
put
through
more
it."
power."
I put it in 4 low, and I tried going. It wasn't going. I thought I was stuck on the berm. I was 2 tires on the road, 2 in the snow. I was
half
like, I must
snow,
be
half
stuck.
road. Yeah,
That was
that
like,
makes sense. I mean,
that was the most like.
motherfucker went though.
That was the
It did.
only situation in my life where I was like, "Oh, this is for sure not supposed to be happening with the truck."
My initial thought was, that is some hard fucking compacted snow to be scraping across my undercarriage like that, until it fucking clicked that I could see the little red brake light in the corner, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
that's funny.
And that's why I thought I was slipping the whole time.
Fuck.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I
Yeah.
definitely have driven with my e-brake on before, so you know.
Me too. I remember one time we pulled up to the gas station to get Rellos like years ago, and we were all like probably still in high school, and fucking Sean had like slipped on my emergency brake in the Grand Am and didn't tell me, and I just did. I was driving. Yeah, and then he was like, hold on, I gotta take this off. It's gonna fuck your shit up. I was driving for like 2 minutes and didn't notice.
Ever since that day, it's second nature for me. No matter what, every time I get in, I gotta double check. Even if I knew I didn't put it on, I
I
better
never
make sure.
put my shit on. I probably
Yeah,
have
me either.
never.
I literally never. I don't ever.
I always
ever
park on
angle
hilly
my shit whenever I'm
surfaces.
parked on a hill either. I don't ever angle toward the curb or nothing.
I
You
don't
don't
do
use your
that.
parking brake though on the hills.
No. But
Sure.
I
Never.
can't. I don't really park on hills like that either. So I guess that could also. Be
I don't
is
do it
true.
for like
I
a
can't think
safety
of the
thing.
last
I
time.
don't think my truck's gonna roll. I do it
Yeah.
because all that weight's not sitting on like my parking gear.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not good for your transmission. Courtney's parents, their driveway is like stupid incline. So every time we go to their house, I'm like, go ahead and put that park brake on.
Hell yeah.
And go ahead and do it because
I'll
her
do it
little
if I was in the
transmission,
mountains or
I don't think her little transmission could handle it very much.
Yeah.
It ain't no truck like yours would probably be okay, but
I still play it safe.
yeah, I wouldn't chance it. Hell,
Are we
Tell her what you
recording?
said about her
Doesn't
transmission.
it typically say recording? Okay.
her transmission been doing some
okay.
good shit anyways.
It
It
had
might be time for a
disappeared. I was like,
flush.
damn.
Yeah,
Happy Wild. We're here for what, an hour now? Not that.
No, we've been recording 34 minutes.
34.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. We were outside fucking around with them bikes for
Hell
Them
yeah,
Michaels,
we were
yeah,
on
that'll
bike.
do it to you.
Michael.
Did you put
All right,
pictures of
like
us on
and
the last
comment
episode? I
down
haven't
below.
watched it.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of a
speaking
custom tag for my shit, and I'm leaning toward Bikael. Bikael. That's gonna be pretty
Like
funny.
Michael.
I also thought about Dr. Yeet.
Dr. Yee.
Y'all
I
let
feel
me
like
know what's
Dr.
up.
Yeet's gonna be taken.
Me too. If y'all got any good suggestions, though, pop them
Yeeter,
down
dog.
below. I'm looking for a comedy more than anything, but if there's something like super cool and like a good reference or something, I could do that too. Ooh, I might go jabroni.
Oh,
Shit, Joe
shit.
Baroni.
Can you fit Job's a die onto a plate?
I think it's just 6 characters.
Break it up on all your whips.
That
One
would be
Job's
A
die.
Brony. Yo, Jay Brony. That jabroni, that could
fit.
work.
That'll fit.
Y'all- yeah.
Jay Brony.
Let me know. Let me know down below. And then go comment on the video.
And then follow us on Facebook.
My man's sipping coffee over there. It's a little.
Yeah, he brought a thermos and a cup. No, I got 2 cups my damn self.
I was about to bring my cup, and just no way for me to do that on the bike.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Say they so. Yeah, one-handed, bro.
I'm surprised
You
you
can
ain't got a
shift the-
phone holder yet.
You need to
what?
get
I'm going to very soon. I've been looking for the best one, and I found it. It comes with a case, and you put it on there sideways and turn it, and it clicks in. That bitch
Where you
don't
can like
move.
toss it, and it's like,
No, it's not like
Oh,
that.
I've
You
seen
put
that.
you put it on there, and like it like locks itself. The case locks onto the holder.
Oh,
So then you just to take it off, you just pull it off.
hell
the
yeah,
case.
that's it. What's
Pretty
that? What's the
cool.
ticket on that?
I have not looked. I just recently.
I
saw
thought
it,
you said
like-
you just looked at it.
I
was looking at pics
I
only.
saw it on Facebook. Let me say that. I saw it advertised on Facebook.
For drinks, you need to get a Camelback.
Got one.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
where was it
Smart.
that me and
That's
Sean?
smart.
That's what I
At
used to do.
Walmart.
Was it
I'm gonna do
Walmart? We
that.
got a.
'Cause you can stick it up through the helmet.
They're typically
Hell
like 30,
yeah.
40 bucks. Me and Sean, last time we went to Walmart, they had camel packs there for like 15 bucks. And it's like decent quality. I got it in the closet at the house right now. I ain't used
Hell
it yet.
yeah. I got so much free shit from the military. I got like 4 Camelbacks in my closet just because whenever they issue disposable stuff or usable stuff like that, like they don't ask for it back. Like if they give you gloves or any type of like
EDUs
winter
and shit,
clothing
or
or stuff,
BTUs or whatever it is.
they gave us they were ABUs and then multicams is what we transitioned to when I was in, and they give you an allowance. It's usually we all just spend it on like fucking booze. But they're like, here's a bunch of money. Go
don't
buy
do that around
uniforms.
here.
Fucking
Damn.
payday. Yeah.
Wow, I got one right now.
But yeah, they'll issue you like cold weather gear and anything that's wearable or anything that's usable, like a Camelback and stuff. They won't ask for it back
Yeah.
because they're not.
You got
gonna
any extra
give-
baklava?
They're not gonna
Somebody's
clean
been
the motherfucker,
sucking
yeah.
on this for 6 months in
Yeah.
Afghanistan. Like, here you go.
Thanks, Richard. Here you go, Dustin.
You got any extra baklavas?
I might, yeah.
What about a
If you got an extra
baklava?
one you don't care, let me get one. Them are heavy duty, the army ones. Them are good.
I'll take a look. I hoard shit, so.
What is
Probably.
that? What's he talking about?
Baklava, it's like a Russian mask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
rob
Got
a
the
bank
eyes
in.
out.
Baklava.
Yeah.
Baklava, okay.
Would you rob a bank, you dog? I got a green one. Super green.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's like a extra skin in a game. It's like
Yeah.
that's like that neon one.
Yeah,
He's wearing
yeah.
like a Miami shirt and shit.
It's from GTA.
I had I don't know if I was wearing a baklava or a neck gaiter, but I had my Facebook picture for a while when I was in the military of me in Kuwait, and I'm just like fully uniformed up, kitted out, fucking. I'm pretty sure I was wearing.
I
the
think I
same
remember
boonie.
that
Yeah.
picture for real.
Sunglasses, baklava, and I'm just like.
Bush.
You know, I'm not doing nothing as special. I'm just fucking guarding ECP, checking IDs. Have a good day.
This is probably a dumb question, but do you get to keep your gun?
Oh no.
I didn't think you
Turn
would.
that shit
but-
back in.
Yeah.
Don't you? You have to do like a. You have to like serve so many years or something like, or it'd be like special ops, and they'll let you keep it.
No, that is not a thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. The only people that get to keep anything that could be considered a weapon is canine handlers. Whenever their dog's retired, they are given like the first option. You can adopt this dog.
That's so
Okay,
sick.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
My
And
stepdaddy-
almost like 9 times out of 10, they always do.
Oh yeah.
My stepdad, he's no longer with us, so I can share this. He got a China Lake when he left the military.
So there are ways to do it,
Damn,
but
that's
not legally,
fucking
basically.
He got
nuts.
a China Lake with the grenades, and when he passed, his cousin was like, "I gotta come pick that up. You're not supposed to have that."
I get that.
I bet I
And my mom was like, "He had a what?"
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
I
I
know.
feel like that's like feds that come knocking on your shit for that.
There's people, I won't say any names, but during the early years of, like Desert Storm or, the Gulf Wars and stuff where they weren't fucking checking your bags
That
when
might
you were
be what it
flying
was.
Oh
back.
yeah, you would take
like
shit
on-
back from that.
Yeah, so I know people with like fucking handguns and shit from Afghanistan and like
Oh, yeah. That's pretty
He
sick.
had like over 100 guns when he passed. She had no way to know.
I seen
You know what,
there was one
She
day
still
I went
has a
over
lot of
there and he had like a bunch of them laid out on a bed or something. Like he like wanted us to see it. It was just coincidental that we happened to show up.
These?
Yeah, he had like a Desert Eagle. He had a bunch of silenced like M4s and shit, like fully
yeah.
kitted fucking
Snipers
guns.
and
Like
shit. I wish I would've known what
it
it
was
was.
so insane.
I remember sitting in his fucking living room floor with this big ass sniper rifle, and we're just aiming it at his entertainment center. And he's like, "Look through the scope." And then he's like, "I got these bean bags," and I'm like, "This." He's like, "This is how you adjust it. You just squeeze these to move the bag. It's more fun than like actually moving it yourself." And I was like, "Oh my god, here I am." Click. Right in the living room floor.
Damn.
I have like a second cousin in Florida or something. It was a long time ago. I was in high school. He has like a class 1 or class 3, whichever's the highest, through the ATF firearms dealer license. So
Damn.
when I was there, I got to shoot like his Desert Eagle, all his 50 cals. He
I bet
had
the kick on that's
explosive
fucking
tip,
insane.
fucking ammunition and shit, like all types of
Damn,
wild
that's
shit.
so sick.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
Have
I
y'all
got to
seen
shoot
the
all that.
Have y'all seen like explosive tips on arrows? That shit's so sick.
Talking about Rambo, dog. Yeah,
I've seen some, like, I've seen some like YouTube videos where it's like basically it's like there's like a something in it that like whenever it hits it like goes in and like causes the like trigger or whatever like
a
a
firing
nuke.
pin.
yeah it's like, it basically like it hits it pushes that in and then that causes the explosion like some little concoction in the tip or whatever. It's
kind of
like
fucking
it was pretty badass. I
Yeah.
thought they might have been incendiary
like the sound of
arrows
that.
or something like that. Like
Hell yeah. That's badass.
Could
Go
you
ahead and
light
get
a cig
yourself.
with it?
I could.
Chicken.
Y'all seen me with the bow? I was cold with it. I need to get back into that shit.
When
I ain't never been good with a bow. I
My
should have
step-
gone.
I had a small bag of beef jerky that was empty. Put that shit on some shit. Went 30 yards back. Hit it 10 out of 10 times.
Eric, my stepdad, when we were living out on Terry Cole, we used to like practice bow shooting all the time. And on the target, there was this like wolf spider, and it was a little baby one. It was like maybe fucking that big.
Hell yeah.
And he go back to 30 yards back, and he's like, "I bet I can fucking nail that wolf spider." And I was like, "Okay, let me see it." And for sure as shit, like right through the fucking like the spider was like split completely in half and just wrapped perfectly around the arrow.
That's so
That's
Right through his
nuts.
thorax.
Yeah.
Dalton's real good with them. I'm like, I can only do like instinctive shooting really well. Like with, like Dalton had his little sights or whatever set up and shit. He had like, fucking country boy shit, the whole compound bow, like fully kitted out or whatever. And he used to just spot the fuck on with it. And it just didn't make sense to me. Like every time I try and do it, I would just miss by like fucking like 6-7 inches, like just completely off of what I'm aiming at. But instinctive, it just like kind of makes sense. I ain't even really got to like close the eye and shit. Like I just like feel where it's going.
Yeah.
There's a lot of technique into it. I used to hunt in bows. I mean, I shot a lot of big bucks, but they all got away because when your adrenaline's rushing, it's a lot different shooting. I always gut shot at them. There would be like fucking spleens and shit everywhere, but we'd never find the deer.
Damn.
But yeah, there's like you have to like get it like right up against your cheek, like the line, like
The
into
deer?
your nose and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
the bow.
yeah. You gotta.
How'd you lose
You
it?
lift
Right
it. The
against
first
your
thing you
cheek?
do is you lift the tail.
Lift the tail.
You gotta clean it out before you gut it.
Go off, clean it.
Say less. Y'all got any hidden talents? I feel like this is a good one to bring it up.
I got some weird eye tricks.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Jobs can do some crazy shit with the eyes.
I can
Show the
shoot
camera,
quick
bro.
now.
Yeah, get up there on the camera.
I can zoom in.
It's
on
actually
YouTube.
pretty fucking nuts. I can do that one. Not as good as he can, but that one's what's fucking insane to me. I just can't wrap my mind around it. It's fucking nuts.
You know how I ended up like being able to do that? So when I was a kid, I'd just be like laying in bed and just couldn't sleep and shit. And I had this like big ass stereo and I had this little tiny green LED on it. And I'd just look at it and I'd just make it do circles over and
so
over and
cool.
over again. And eventually got to a
What?
point where I'm just like, because that's what I'm doing. I'm basically looking into circles extremely fast.
Can y'all do the like hold your foot, jump through it?
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I mean, I
haven't
used to
since
be able to.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been a long- it's been a long
I've had
time
2
since I
back
tried it.
surgeries,
Yeah.
so I don't know how well it would go now. I mean, I could
Like,
try it. I'll
he'll
do it.
jump, his leg will fall off at the socket.
Just fucking eat shit. I can't move. Call an ambulance. On this episode of the Adventure Squadcast, Job's paralyzes
Yeah,
himself.
it starts with the ambulance leaving, and then like find out.
The view's gonna skyrocket.
Oh, Joe, pull your leg out of the socket real for the views, bro.
Richard, if you feel comfortable with it, show the leg thing.
Show the leg.
That's
I don't know
something
how well y'all be able to see it, but I'll show it to you
Oh,
real quick.
You'll be able to
my
see
boy.
it.
You'll see it. You'll see the motherfucker. It's so nuts. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
All right, here we go.
All right, y'all see?
All right, move your hand.
Yeah,
dog.
you got to use the other hand to point to it. Go like angle it at it. Hold
What
on, I'm
is
about to
that?
move the camera.
That, in my opinion, is a ripping his fascial tissue.
It's on my leg, not my face.
All right. Let's see.
Poke that bit.
God. Can you do it with your other leg, or is it just that leg?
No.
All right, where it goes away.
Oh.
That's got to be like a benign tumor or
Okay, so
something, like a
the story-
growth.
9.5.
The story behind that. I'll wait for Dustin to get the camera situated so he can come back in.
Is that good? Y'all think?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Good enough for me. Story behind that, I was drunk back in my days when I was still drunk.
Richard was drunk.
Yeah, I remember a couple
Back
weeks
in the
ago.
day when I was drunk, I was living with Kevin. Y'all remember Kevin's house over on Skyline Park Drive.
We
I could,
forget.
yeah.
So I'm over there, drunk as fuck. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. It's time to go to bed. So I get up. My light switch was on the outside of the room, so I had to get up and go open the door. I'm walking back through after turning the light off, drunk as shit. And I had a dresser drawer that was open because I had just got some pajama pants out there.
That motherfucker was always open.
I-
Don't let him.
He's right.
He just got some out of it a couple months
a
before.
couple months back, I got some pajama pants out of there. And I kicked that goddamn dresser drawer so hard. Yep. You
shattered.
saw the result right here.
It's earned his
It
bone.
like
It
shattered the bone.
liquefied
or
his
something.
bone.
So I talked to Courtney's mom about it. She's a registered nurse, and she said it's probably a fat pocket. Whenever you like damage, bone or something like that,
Hell yeah.
bad enough,
So
it'll
it's like
grow a
fat.
fat
Yeah,
pocket
it's
to
like basically
protect
a
it.
benign tumor. Yeah,
It's just protect, basically. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt, but I can stick my finger like
One
half an inch down
one time
inside of
Wade
my
took a
shin.
shot out of it. He reverse flexed it and concaved it, and we poured the liquor in there. Wade,
Slurped it up.
Dustin used a straw. He was scared. He said, "I don't want to catch it."
That sounds like something Dustin would say.
it was a metal straw. I heated up the end.
Y'all know how he does. How he drinks all of his juice.
There's some vague references to back when I used to be a hypochondriac.
I remember you called me one time and you was like,
Yeah.
"Did you let somebody in my house?" I used to live with Dustin. I'll start with that. I used to live with Dustin, and this is why I have to move out. He called me and he said, "Did you let somebody in and they took a sip of my drink and put it back?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'll call you right back."
Somebody
My
did
man
go
was
in my.
off it.
I had a nos in the fridge. This motherfucker came into my house.
Slobbered all over my
Opened it,
drink.
knowing everybody back there knew I didn't drink out there, motherfuckers. So I didn't do that shit. And this motherfucker came in there, opened my unopened drink, took a drink, put the top on that bitch, and put it back in there. And then later on, I just opened it, not thinking about it, drinking. I was like, wait, that motherfucker was already open. It didn't click. Oh, man.
You had to
upset
track them
about
down.
it.
Who did it? That was back when Nos came in the bottle that looked like an actual can. Oh,
What if-
can of
It
Nos.
still does.
What if
You
there's
can
just
still get
a
it.
For real?
Yeah, you can still get those.
Oh, I'll never see him.
What if there's just a serial like burglar that's just been going around?
Shit.
He just hasn't been stopped, just breaking into
Just
people's
sipping.
homes,
Stealing
taking
cereal.
one sip out of unopened drinks and putting them back.
That's 1/6.
That's
son
my
of a
little
bitch.
brother. My little brother used to call me every time I leave the house back in the day. "Hey man, you left this drink on the table. You can yeah, you can have it." "Oh, that's not why I was calling you." "Yeah, you can have it."
Funny.
That very same little brother, Wade used to just punch him in the fucking face hard. We would just like go into Wade's house, like be going in there about to go to his room and chill, and little man might be in the hallway, and Wade just like punch him in the face, and little man just. And then just continue saying whatever he was saying or whatever.
You gotta show him what's up.
You try to
It's brotherly love. He's preparing him. He's
Yeah,
cooking
he's trying to
him.
toughen him up.
I haven't done that in weeks though.
That shit was so fucking glad.
I
He would
remember
punch
one
him so
time-
hard I would feel bad for him.
One time I run in the back room, I push him on the bed, and I run out. And then, like, I wait for him to get up. And as he's getting up, I run in there, and again, I crack him in the face. And he's like, "Oh."
I remember that. We was like
I
fucking around
ran
with
back
Nerf
at
guns and shit that day, too. He's like running around doing that. Wade just got a little too hyped. But
Y'all know, I'm hot-headed, man. I
everybody
get in the
knows.
zone and shit. Bullets flying everywhere.
This one time,
Face
it was
flying
at
everywhere.
my birthday party, and one of my aunts, we were outside. We were using water guns or something. We was all spraying each other, and and fucking, she's got this fucking water gun. She's spraying the shit out of everybody. And like Wade goes like sprinting up to her, and his initial plan was to like run by, like grab that bitch and just like snatch it and keep going, and like and he accidentally like kind of tackles her a little.
I barely brushed her. I'm still walking. She's,
Yeah, and she hits the neck on him, and then for that next hour, she's like, "Oh, I got a bad stomach. I got a bad stomach."
"No, don't help me up. I got a bad stomach."
My
And we're like,
stomach's
and I'm
bad.
just like, what do I need to do?"
Panicking.
Yeah.
It was
Knock this
so
old lady over.
fucking
She
funny.
milking it, dog.
Oh,
She
yeah.
really did milk it. That very same aunt of mine, whenever everybody was like singing happy birthday to me, I'm probably like 17 at this point. I go over there and I'm saying, she just got her hand like
Holding
cupped
his
on
hand.
my ass cheek. And everybody's singing. And I'm like pointing it out to like Wade and him like low key. I'm like, oh, this is so fucking
I
funny.
think I got a picture.
Please find that and put that bitch on.
If I got a picture, it'll be here. It's just her hand cupping his ass. Perfectly cupping his ass. And
It
I was
was
like, what
so
the fuck?
funny, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yo, shout out Dustin's aunt.
Shout out.
Yeah. I still feel bad about that. I ran up on her, I juked her, snatched the gun, and she fell on the ground.
Slow motion.
Slow motion, and she's just sitting there forever, bro. Didn't even fall on her
You
stomach.
heard her, dog.
She's
Shit.
like fell on her legs or something. And the whole my stomach. I felt horrible.
Man.
I'm gonna do
Fucking
shit like
assholes.
that when I get my kids get older, just so they can have stories to tell like that. Like I'm gonna just
yeah.
like take the
Fucking
dive and be like,
butt.
"Oh, my back! Oh, fuck! Oh,
You'll stand up and be like, no, no,
Joe's
I'm all
gonna
right.
be
I'm all right.
serious
Oh,
stuff. Oh fuck.
Yeah. 2 years later, he's gonna be like, got y'all good with that one, didn't I?
Like, damn, you was hospitalized. You was joking.
I'm about to go shirt fully off.
Go ahead.
Getting a little toasty out
It
here.
is
You
getting
can, I'm
warm
sure
in
you
here.
can
It
tell.
is. My face is getting sweaty.
Getting a little
Yeah,
oily
hype.
in here.
Check out the tank top tan.
Hell yeah.
I need to work on like just a upper body type
Sick tats.
situation.
Jobs, you trying to give us some views, dog. I like it.
Hey.
Joe's kind of ripped a little bit.
Under the
All
dad
that
body. You
stress
gotta
and
keep the
moving.
muscle under the dad body.
Right, right.
It keeps your adversaries guessing.
You gotta protect the muscle. Everybody knows that.
They underestimate you.
It's just fat pockets, dog.
This is benign tumors.
Yeah. Jobs was drunk, ran into a dresser, his whole body. That's
Whole body.
He walked into an armoire.
Just one big fatty pocket.
Oh fuck.
Good stuff.
One of these days, you're gonna have to have Kevin on. I feel like Kevin would fucking enjoy
My
this.
brother?
Yeah.
Rip.
I'd enjoy that.
We should. We should bring Kevin
Oh
on.
yeah, that's my boy.
Hell
We should
yeah.
really do more with it. It just like it
He's
only
working
ever
seconds
occurs to
right
me
now.
to like message the group chat whenever we're doing things.
Yeah.
and
Well,
shit.
he's in the group chat, though.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is
It's,
true.
and then it's just whoever responds. But he just recently got
Not,
added.
not
so,
the Adventure
True.
Squadcast.
yeah. There's so many. You got party chat players, goofy bitches, Adventure Squadcast.
Ricky was asking
Spec
me about
Ops.
Spec Ops.
party chat players out there.
Yo, Spec Ops Jobs, we had it.
I got to be part for a little bit.
We had this group. It was for the cleaning business. It was everybody in it, and then I just had to talk to Dustin and Sean one day, and I created a group with just them two. And that motherfucker been going strong for a year.
Yeah.
But we just every now and then put something in it, and we added Jobs in it for the trip to go to Connecticut. And then that once we got back, he was like, "All right, Jobs, you're out." And I booted him out.
But what was even funnier about it is that we casually told Jobs, and he was like, "All right, 10 guys, well, it's been real. I appreciate it," but then didn't leave himself.
He's just
So
always
it's like a week later we had to prove. It was so funny.
We probably talked twice in that group since then.
Yeah, for real.
Whenever you say you ain't coming, that's what who we gonna get?
Hell yeah.
That's the group.
I know it's like somebody's got to rotate out so we can have guests. I'm fine doing it. I don't mind doing it.
Sean did
It works
today.
out for
Yeah.
with my schedule. So
I think if we have Kevin on, you should definitely be on.
I got to be here. Kevin's here.
yeah.
Shit.
If that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
honestly,
should invite Kevin on one time.
If I was busy, I would want y'all to carry on with
Yeah,
it.
Hell
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get mad about this shit.
Oh, no.
Not even a little bit. This is not, for me, this podcast cannot be like a source of aggravation or jealousy or like
It's been
any
nothing
kind of
but-
argument.
Yeah, exactly. It's just been
Dispute
It
whatsoever.
was created to have fun with, and we do, and that's
That's where we
I get mad.
Yeah,
You
Jobs
look
does get
mad.
I was supposed to be on last weekend. Richard's like, all right, I'll be there.
Shit. Me and Wade talked about it. I was asleep when he posted to the group chat. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, I knew you were coming.
Yeah. Well,
And
you
then,
didn't say it. You
but
didn't
the
say
thing
it.
is,
Listen,
they were like, yeah, Jobs is going to be the guest. So the respectable thing to do has been like, all right,
I told you.
I'll sit out
I
this
told
one.
you. I did.
We
Did
were
I
going
not?
to record a different day.
Yes, I did. I
We
said
had to
I'll come hang
reschedule.
out. I'll come hang out, and I was just gonna let you be in the episode.
I do remember
Yeah.
him saying
Oh, I thought you meant hang out as in be like 5 people in here.
no,
No, I was
okay.
gonna sit off back and just chill,
Yeah.
watch the episode.
I think he was gonna hit a young Chris on him.
Yeah.
I got no problem doing that. I'll come kick your ass.
I would do that
Oh,
either.
shit.
That'd be fun.
I'm gonna be chiming in from the back. Y'all gonna hear me laughing and shit?
You're here
do
now,
a little
dog.
separate
Sorry, I
mic
didn't
for
even know.
that.
I don't care. I
I
just
would almost
fucking with
prefer
you.
to be over there sitting in front of the AC right now.
Yeah, you ain't lying. We could
Yeah,
put that
we-
boy right here. It might not be too loud.
We need one of them
We
ACs.
might need
We
to
just
test
need to
it. It could be
invest in a
worth
bigger
testing
one.
out.
I don't think it's big enough.
Is this insulated?
Nope.
You need that.
That's a negative.
If you're going to AC, you
I'm
need
about
the
to move,
insulation.
dog. You can have this one.
Take it. I
Bet.
deal.
I'll take it.
Deal.
I'll put it on the trailer.
That would be.
How you
so
gonna pick it
sick.
up?
There's this on Blaine. There's this fucking
Figure it out.
There's this guy who's got
Hell
like, he
yeah, I like
built this
that
fucking like
mentality.
wooden little house
Hangs,
on this
ratchet
trailer. And it's
straps,
so
trucks.
sick. It's got
Hell
glass
yeah.
and shit around.
can
It's
get-
so
Get it
badass,
done.
dude.
That's a dream.
For real.
Oh, travel trailer house.
We should do some caveman drawings on this.
Think so?
Like real rudimentary looking shit.
Shouldn't be too hard. Shit.
Like
Yeah, I'm no artist, so I can
real
Nah, not
travel
anymore.
color, bright colors. You know what I'm saying?
That could be sick. Like some Viking symbols with
Yeah.
neon colors and shit.
Hit
12
up Brit. She's
stars. and
progressive.
Yeah. The Orichalcos, dog.
Oh, but you knew what it was?
Y'all see the shit like Brit's been painting lately? Like she turned our whole bedroom into like this Paris theme, and it's
Oh,
like
for
this
real?
like light pink and some pink in places and like grayish color and shit. But she took this like old wooden dresser that was like this, and she like painted it and put these like decals on it with like French writing and the Eiffel Tower. Like it's just like looks super fucking dope. And she was like, "Can I do this for like side jobs from like a gig, like extra cash?" I was like, "I don't care."
Sounds
Hell yeah,
fucking
you
tight,
can.
dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just buy
I've been,
fucking
like-
shitty furniture, fix it up.
If I had
Sell
more
it
of
for
a
a
place
good
to
chunk of
store
money, too.
tools or like a garage or a workshop or shit in any way, I would have already invested in a bunch of carpentry shit.
Yeah. I have one box. It's a patio storage box, and that's like where my tools, my weed eater, my air compressor, and like all of that shit's in there. And aside from that, I've got no place
What's
to
your
put shit.
address?
No place to put shit. You can come try to get it. I got a lock on it, bitch.
I
I
got
got a master lock
I'll
on it.
carry it. I'll toss it on the back
You
of the
ain't
bike.
that motherfucker's about
Something
300
bigger.
pounds. Good
I'll
luck.
drag it.
I used to have a whole shed, but now 60% of it's podcast. I can't do nothing.
You weren't doing nothing out here anyway.
For
Shit.
making excuses.
I was out here producing,
How
dog.
you think he had all them ready to go like
Let's
that?
just say I wasn't always a producer of a podcast. I was a producer of something else.
Excuses.
Good one.
Oh, damn, it did get hot in here.
It
I
really
know,
did.
I was worried about that. That's
it
why I
felt
said it
super good
earlier.
at first. Like as I
open the
first
door?
entered,
I think it'll
maybe
make it worse.
try it.
Yeah,
Let's
try
see.
it out,
See if we
though.
can
Let's
get a
see.
breeze.
Sometimes it helps. Is it hotter outside? It's 88 degrees outside.
There's no breeze.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
I need a pole barn in my life.
Man.
I want a pole barn house. That's where I want to go.
One of y'all
I
decide
just want a
to
place
build a
like
pole
with-
barn. I'll help just for the knowledge,
Boom.
just for the experience.
There you go.
That's a lot of work. But like maybe
It
if like
is.
you have, I can't do.
All you gotta
concrete
really do
work
is
like
set the
that.
poles and then fucking boom, go from
Well, you
there.
gotta put like the concrete slab
Well,
down
yeah.
if you want power run and shit. Like
You
I
can learn. Shit, it can't be that hard to make some
the
concrete.
power.
Up.
If you're looking to run like water and power out there, that would be kind of or at least a water.
Water
aspect.
would be a
Power
bitch
would probably
for
be
sure.
pretty simple, like for someone who does shit like that or knows anything about.
yeah, I would hire somebody. I know
Yeah.
shit about electrical, but if you're going straight off the fucking
Oh,
main,
yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
you're dead.
AJ's
Wait, well,
taking
no,
electricity right
you're
now.
gonna
Have
be-
him
have
do
a
it.
hospital trip.
Have AJ come do it. Shit.
Helped AJ
that
put a
is true.
pole barn
Yeah.
up before.
For real.
You know, yeah. At the dump.
AJ knows some shit.
Hell yeah.
AJ worked construction for a while. He probably knows
He
like
could,
the
like,
ins and
yeah.
outs of that.
I'm about to start hiring them for everything. Then.
I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
we could do.
Good luck with
AJ,
that,
if
dog.
you're
Like,
Yeah,
man, I
come-
gotta drive all the way down.
He's like,
Man, I already had to drive to Hoptown to
I
talk
gotta
to
go
my
to Madison,
grandparents,
dude.
and now I got to go to your house after that. That's also in Hoptown.
can you meet me
Oh,
at the
no.
gas station right up the road?
AJ, if you're listening, come build my fence for me.
Yeah, come on, dog. He needs some help.
He ain't listening. No, he is.
Yeah.
I feel like AJ sets an alarm to listen to this bit.
Hell yeah.
Me too.
On the ones that I'm in, I'd have a bad habit of not watching them because I'm like, I'm in it. But then I'll go back and watch them, and there's like always something you miss when
There's
it's
always,
recorded.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
for
always
real.
like a
Even
good little
during
joke or
editing,
something.
I'll miss shit. I'll miss it here, and I'll miss it there, and then I'll watch it, and then I'll see
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah.
Plus, you get to rewatch it and see Wade's master editing evolve.
True that. It's
as-
great.
with
It's
each
just-
episode.
It is getting a little easier to
I know.
do.
I like it.
How's that
It
new,
makes
what
me
is it,
want
Pro
to
Cut?
do it. It's just
Final
so
Cut.
convenient for you with the laptop and shit. Fucking,
I
for
really
me,
wanna
it
do
would
it,
have to
too.
be like a whole thing. I'd have to set aside, go download or sign into the shit on my shit, and then fucking all the shit going on in the house
Yeah.
too.
You got like a legit software now, don't you?
Yeah, Final Cut Pro. But honestly, the same things I could do on there, I could do on iMovie.
Oh, for
Like,
real?
Yeah, because I'm not doing no crazy stuff. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to put some effects on there, it's a lot better. But for like putting pictures in and little stuff like that, that's just, it's easier. And maybe it's just because I've done it more on iMovie. But
Yeah.
I've been using Final Cut Pro lately, the free trial. We get 3 months of that.
Yeah, a lot of big YouTubers source their editing out to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like PewDiePie does that. He sources it out to somebody, and that's why he can have so much editing in one video, because that's all that guy does. You know,
Yeah.
who knows how much he pays him? Like,
Yeah, he
probably
can't
a
shoot
lot.
and edit all that. But people like David Dobrik, Trevor Wallace, these people use iMovie.
Mm-hmm.
And Trevor Wallace is the guy that said, yeah, use Final Cut Pro every now and then, but I only use iMovie. And to me, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because iMovie is super simple,
Hell yeah.
but there's just not as much. Like that transition shit I added to the last episode, that wouldn't have been on.
That shit was sick, too.
That wouldn't have been on iMovie. Or the shaking cam.
Yeah.
Hell
all
yeah.
that extra shit.
That's a good effect.
That's
I
that's
like
all
that
I'll
one.
need.
Yeah, Sean
Once you
put
get
that
into the
shit on that
nitty-
was nice with the laugh. That
Yeah.
killed me when I seen that.
Yeah, that one was clown.
Yeah.
Once you get into like the nitty gritty stuff, like you can start doing like you're opening like a world of possibilities.
Yeah.
Whole can of worms.
Every time I do one, I do something new. Like when I said beans and the beans popped up.
That shit's so funny, bro. That was great.
What y'all think of the fucking Sean clips last night? That
was
shit is
fucking
so
funny.
funny.
We can put that on it. Coming up
I
episode.
sent him straight to Wade. It was like,
Yeah.
let's pepper
He said,
these
keep
in.
these.
Pepper me in.
It's so funny, but that's exactly how I am
Yeah,
in the
it's-
living room.
Yeah, dog, I be getting after it. It's
You draw
so
like
sick.
a little circle around you, how much space you got in your house, and you can see through the bitches perfectly. The whole house is black and white, and like you just draw your area where you're gonna be, and as soon as you're done, it puts you in another world.
You know, there's a
Damn.
setting you can where you can double tap your shit and you can like see again, like
Oh,
see
for
in your
real?
house. Yeah,
I
it's
usually
so
just like
convenient.
open my arms up, and then it like shows me where my where my boundary is. And when I draw it, I don't draw like a perfect square. I'll put like a little lump on one corner, so I always know where I'm at. Like I just put my arms
See,
out,
I
and
got
it
the
shows me the
cabinet,
thing.
and I outline that so I don't punch the glass again. But there's also a setting where if you look down at a sharp angle, it'll show the line.
Oh yeah.
All over, yeah, you can just look down
Yeah,
and like,
right
yeah.
now, all I do is this, and when somebody walks in, it like does some crazy some crazy
Them
fade
red
out
things.
Shit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a shit in your boundary.
I like it.
I will get one here in a few months.
I'm going to
What
get
the-
one soon
I was gonna get
myself.
one sooner, but I just got the approval for the bike. I'm not gonna push my luck.
All right then, guys. Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty and shit. Had to square that away. We think the old laptop got too hot out here.
Shit, yeah, it's only 84 degrees in
Yeah,
this
we
bitch.
really be putting
Yeah.
ourselves through it for y'all. Hope y'all
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah, like and subscribe below.
Yeah.